Hi, I'm Reese Miller, and tonight on Memory Lane, we're talking about Goosebumps. Viewer beware, you're in for a scare. I've always wanted to say that. Goosebumps is a 1995 television show based off of the massively popular series, also from the 90s, by R.L. Stine, who is often called the Stephen King of children's horror. The way you knew it was going to be one of the best episodes is when R.L. Stine himself actually introduced the episodes. Because not only did that mean he cared enough to actually show up on set and introduce it, it also meant it was probably going to be one of the scarier episodes, so he needed to give a quick little disclaimer. So him showing up is how you knew it would be a really good one.
Hello, I'm R.L. Stine. I write the Goosebumps books. In a few minutes, you're going to see one of my favorite stories come alive.
Stine, you say all of the episodes are your favorites. The show is an anthology. It didn't have recurring people in like every episode, but there were some villains that kept coming back. Slappy the Dummy was probably the mascot of the show. He was a ventriloquist dummy that was haunted, and personally he fueled maybe thousands of different nightmares I've had. I'm not the only one that saw that doll move, right? There was the thing at the kitchen sink. There was Monster Blood. Everyone loves Monster Blood. Camp Nightmare. There was the Haunted Mask, which is probably considered the best episode of the show, where about a mask that gets stuck to your face.
Ugliness. Monstrosity.
Every episode was a new monster and a new thing for these kids to deal with. And you would get a new kid every episode, since sometimes they didn't always win at the end. That's what made this show different. There's too many monsters. Which one were we running from again? Goosebumps was special to me as a kid because it was about kids having to deal with the scary situations. Parents and adults never believed them. That was a recurring theme. So they always had to deal with it themselves. And even though the show has aged a bit, when you're a kid, it is a genuinely frightening thing to watch. And it always made me feel a little braver or more grown up for managing to get through an episode I hadn't seen before. You honestly should just listen to him. I mean, his plan comes with dental, so. Thanks for joining me on this week's episode of Memory Lane. Hopefully it didn't scare you too much. Make sure to check your closet before you go to bed tonight, and have a good one.